Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. Let's find out what is going on the economic calendar today. The overnight data were in form of the Japan Services PMI that beats the expectations of 49.4 points with the 53.9 points. So very nice surprise from the Japan. JFK German consumer climate data are still not visible here, so we are waiting for this data. At 8:45 there's ECB de Guindos to give a speech. Manufacturing PMI data and services PMI data from the France, Germany and Eurozone will be the main thing during the London session. The Eurozone manufacturing and composite and services PMI data, all of them are scheduled for release at 10 o'clock, and mostly market participants expect a bit of the previous data. Composite PMI, manufacturing PMI and services PMI data from the UK will be released 30 minutes after, and after European data, and as expected, market participants expect a bit again here on the services, manufacturing and composite PMI. Eurogroup meeting will start at noon, and at 2 o'clock ECB Lane will give a speech. Building permits are the main event during the early New York session, US session. Building permits, retail inventories excluding autos and good trades balance data from the US are all scheduled for release at 2:30. New housing price index from Canada is scheduled for release at 2:30 as well. German Buba Vice President Buch will give a speech at 2:45, and then we got another very important situation on the data front. S&P Global Services PMI and Composite PMI and Manufacturing PMI data from the US are scheduled for release, and the Services PMI are expected to decrease from 55.3 points to 54.7. Bank of Canada interest rate decision is scheduled for release at 3:45, o'clock, and the market participants expect the Bank of Canada to cut the interest rate from 4.75 to 4.50%. Bank of Canada rate statement is expected to be released at 3:45 o'clock as well. New home sales from the USA are expected to be released at 4 o'clock together with the new home sales in the quarterly measures, and then Bank of Canada press conference is scheduled for release at 4:30. At the same time, we got the crude oil inventories data from the US and Cushing crude oil inventories. At 6 o'clock we got Atlanta Fed GDP now. At 7 o'clock 5-year note auction, and at 10:05 FOMC member Bowman will give a speech. So the US session very busy, and the London session busy with the manufacturing PMI data, especially early in the morning. So very busy day together with the Bank of Canada interest rate decision. Let's find out what's going on the euro dollar, and then we will switch to the Canadian dollar straight on. Euro dollar went almost 1% down from the highs at 1.0949, and it's testing the technical support at 1.0847. So this is the strong support. Nevertheless, the bears are still making pressure on this level, despite the fact that the market is right now trying to bounce from the extremely oversold conditions on the 4-hour chart. Any breakout below 1.0847 means that the next target for the bears is 1.0804, 1.0790, the next set of the technical support levels. So the situation with the PMI data might increase the volatility on the euro dollar, so please stay focused, stay vigilant, as the situation on the euro dollar might be very strongly affected by the market data, so the volatility might increase. The same situation might be on the US dollar to the Canadian dollar ahead of the interest rate decision. The US dollar to the Canadian dollar is on the extremely overbought levels, almost 78 points right now, and the high at 1.3798, almost 1.3038. So we basically tested, let me just zoom out a little bit, there you go, we just basically tested this level here, the swing high from the June 11 2024, right? So this is still the technical resistance, quite important technical resistance on a 4-hour chart. And it looks like the market is positioning itself ahead of this data release, so it will be make or break. It will be the situation that is very, very nicely nicely seen on the chart, because we can see straight on higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, 1 minute trend since the lows of the 1.5588 was done. So very nice uptrend here, very nice representation of the positioning ahead of the interest rate decision. So what do we have here is a big thick orange line. Let me just make it orange so we can see. There you go. This is the orange line, orange trend line. Apparently, if I'm not wrong, we can have the channel here. Let's see what the channel can do for us. Something like this, maybe even something like this can be represented, and you can see that this market is moving inside of the parallel channel, testing the key technical resistance. Is there anything else here? No. Eventually the next target would be somewhere around 1.3803, which is not that far away. Let's mark it then. Let's mark 1.38. This is 03. There you go. And eventually the other one would be the high of the April, which is located at 1.3844. Nevertheless, extremely overbought market conditions ahead of the interest rate decision, extremely aggressive movement to the upside, higher highs, higher lows, uptrend above the 150 periods moving average inside of the parallel channel. This is accident waiting to happen. So please be careful, because if the Bank of Canada won't hike the interest rate, okay, and it leaves on the same level, the situation might be like this. We can fall off this channel and made a very, very sharp sell-off on the US dollar to the Canadian dollar. So please stay focused, stay vigilant today during the data release. Please notice again the interest rate decision of the Bank of the Canada is scheduled for release at 3:45. All right, so that's the US dollar to the Canadian dollar. Because there are data from the British, from the UK, let's find out what the British pound is doing. And the British pound keeps going lower. Right now, we've done minus 1.24% as we approach the key technical support located roughly at 1.2865. So this level will be tested soon. And the level of 1.2948 will now switch to the okay, it's a resistance already. Okay, so it's now resistance already. Very interesting level ahead of us, because the 100 periods moving average is very, very close to this level, so it might be very nice support for the bulls, especially if we take into the account that the market made a low at 33 points, so it's only like 3 points above the level of 30, which is the extremely oversold conditions level on the 4-hour chart of the British pound. So again, please keep an eye on the situation here, keep an eye on the situation with the technical support and 100 periods moving average. We might see some sort of the bounce from this level on the British pound, because it looks like the market wants to do this kind of a movement here. And last but not least, we didn't speak about the gold recently, as the gold market found a kind of a support around the 100 periods moving average on a 4-hour chart, 2,396. The local low was made at the level of 2,380. 83. Right now the market is locked between the 50 and 100 periods moving average. So this is the zone of 2,396, 2,424, roughly $28, and the market wants to go higher. We just went from the extremely oversold conditions towards the level of 50, which is of course the neutral level, and then the market wants to go even higher, and the momentum wants to stay in the positive zone and rally rally towards the level. Well, the next target is 2451. This is the technical resistance for the gold, and eventually, if this level is violated, the 2483 might be the level where the bulls are heading to, because this is the very important technical resistance. So let me just mark it down for you so you can see it straight on. That's the level. I mean, we can see some sort of the trend line. Let me just mark it down for you. So this might be, there you go, this might be the trend line. Everything is blue, so the trend line is orange. Okay, so this let me put it like that. There you go. So this trend line might be kind of an obstacle for the bulls, and it all depends how this trend line will be played out, because there might be some sort of the reversal towards the technical support at 2388, sorry, and 83, of course, or there might be, of course, a breakout. But there should be some kind of action anyway on this, around this level. So around the level of 2424, 2420. So this is the roughly the area, and it's very important thing, because if there is a breakout above the trend line, most likely momentum will jump into the positive area and will fuel up the test of the 2451. If there is rejection of this trend line, then momentum will reverse and bears will be in charge of the market, targeting 2383. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.